Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in your Blazing Source. But hold up, before we start, before we get over the PS5 software update and all that, check out Aloy, right? And Sam Porter Bridges. Hi, yeah, so I thought that, the camera was facing these two Funko Pops, but it wasn't. So here are the new Funko Pops. We got baby girl Aloy, we got Sam Porter Bridges, you know what I'm saying, shout out to that. New addition to the Funko Pop thing, shout out to that. I'm still looking for a Kratos, but we're gonna get that soon. But before we get that Kratos Funko Pop, we gotta talk about some new PS5 software updates that did just get announced this morning. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of things that I think a lot of people are gonna be excited about, and at least one big update to a feature that I know a lot of people want, and that is, of course, PS5 expandable storage. But without further ado, let's go over from the top to the bottom what's new in this update, which could be on your PS5 by the time you watch this video, but it will be coming out tomorrow as of the posting of this video. And the first thing they are addressing here is, of course, storage on the PS5 and storing PS5 games on external hard drives. They say here, quote, store PS5 games on compatible external USB drives. With this feature, you can now transfer your PS5 games to USB extended storage from your console's internal storage. It's a great way to extend the storage capabilities of your PS5 console, and you can seamlessly copy your PS5 games back to the console's internal storage when you're ready to play. It is faster to reinstall PS5 games from USB extended storage than to re-download or copy them from a disc. So this is, of course, not what everyone wants. They obviously want the ability to expand your PS5 storage with that M.2 drive and the whole SSD type thing, but that is not coming out until the summer. They actually do have an update here about that. They say here, quote, as previously announced, the PS5 console will support storage expansion via M.2 drives in the future. We're currently working on this feature and we'll keep you posted with any updates on PlayStation blog. So this was honestly, I think it was leaked, I think it was a few weeks back, where there was a leak or something like that that said that this update is coming in the summer. So we still gotta wait a few more months on the ability to switch in a new SSD. I know it's a pain. I want to update my SSD too because I'm getting a little bit sick of having to delete things and reinstall and all that. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it is coming this summer. But I think this is a really cool thing. Why not? Obviously, it's not the solution that we need and want, but at least it's this kind of half step where if you have a drive that has the ability to store PS5 games, it will be faster to store it and then bring it back into the internal SSD than having to re-download it and stuff like that, and that would take a lot more time. So I guess that's cool right there. Not the solution we want, but it's coming very, very soon. But they also do know a few things here involving PS5 games that you store on a external drive that you won't be able to play off them, but you can segment them in similar ways that you can segment the game on the internal drive. So if you guys didn't know, you could uninstall the campaign of Black Ops Cold War, or uninstall zombies but keep multiplayer, or delete multiplayer and keep campaign or zombies, vice versa, right? So you can do that already internally on the PS5. They do say that you can do that with external USB drives as well. So you could move like the campaign for Black Ops Cold War onto a drive. If you want to just keep it on deck and maybe you want to go back to it, you can bring it over to your main PS5 and play it there. So just, they just detailed those ways that you can still segment those games and bring them onto the drive if you want to play them later. Next up here, a feature that I don't particularly use on PlayStation, but I know a lot of people do, it is Shareplay, the functionality where you can let someone else remotely take control of your game and allow them to play what you're playing if they don't have access to it. So they do have some really cool things they added here. The first thing they added here is cross-generation Shareplay. They say here, quote, PS4 and PS5 players can now share play together while chatting in parties. This means PS5 console users can let their friends on PS4 consoles view their game screen or even try out the PS5 games through Shareplay and vice versa. Options include the ability to share your screen with a friend, pass your controller virtually to a friend, or pass a second controller virtually to play co-op games together. I think this is cool. This is a very, very cool step. I honestly never even thought about Shareplay with the PS5, but seeing this functionality, how you're going to be able to pass someone a PS5 game that is on a PS4, and you can allow them to play Demon's Souls, or play Miles Morales, or play Sackboy Big Adventure. I think it's a really cool thing, or even play Returnal coming up at the end of this month as well. Definitely hyped for that. Definitely a very, very cool feature there that I was pretty pleasantly surprised to see. I won't use it, probably won't use it, I don't know, but maybe I will, who knows, maybe I will. But what I will be using here, which of course, those Rogue Company late night sessions that I've been loving a lot. Rogue Company, fire game, play it. You can request to join game sessions on PS5 now. They say here, quotes, a selection of your friends' joinable game sessions will now appear on both PS5 and PS4 consoles, allowing for more gameplay opportunities together. The request to join option also serves as a shortcut to sending a game invite, reducing the time it takes for you to get into games with friends. Through the privacy settings, you can modify who can interact with your parties, games, and messages as well. So this is a pretty cool update. You'll love to see it. I was honestly pretty shocked that they didn't have some sort of like game session, like join in the game session like automatically on the PS5, but it's cool that it's here for us to use in this next update. Next up here, this is where things get juicy for me because there's some PS5 menu updates here that I have been asking for a while. The first one here, improve the game base. The game base I feel like is so unnecessary low-key. It shows you parties that you don't have. It shows you just stuff that you don't want to see, and now it looks like we'll be able to customize it and show us what we want to see in the game base. They say here, quote, improved game base features. The game base menu has been improved for quicker access to important content and features. You can now easily switch between parties and friends to start chatting with your existing parties or see what each of your friends are up to online. In addition, you can turn on notifications on or off for each of the parties you're in. This is great. This sounds cool. What I want the game base to be for me is just a quick access to see my friends list. I just want to see what my friends are up to, what are they doing. I'm not in parties that much, to be honest, so the ability to finally switch between parties and friends from the game base is going to be great. Cannot wait to see how this ends up being on PS5. Very excited to see this. Next up here, we do have a few quick bullets that they did add as well. One of them being disabling game chat or adjusting players volume. You can now quickly disable in-game chat, which turns off your mic audio and the voice audio of your players. Additionally, you can easily adjust the individual voice channel volume of other players in the same chat, so you don't have to ask your friends to lower or increase their mic volume each time. This is cool because it allows you to just, mess with the volume of players and the game on your own terms, as opposed to asking other people in the party to do it themselves. Pretty cool right there. Next up here, a big one here. Game updates now pre-download. Once it's enabled by developers, title updates for games will pre-download to your console if the automatic update setting is enabled on your console or in rest mode. This will let you start playing the latest version of a game immediately after the update release. Thank God. Thank God. Why this wasn't on the PS5, I don't know. But now we'll be able to, boot up my PS5 and not have a bunch of downloads pop up like they used to on early days on PS4. And now we'll be able to have the latest version of the game once you boot up your console. Because if you have automatic updates, it will already install it in the background while it's in rest mode. Beautiful feature. You'll love to see it. 10 out of 10 stuff here. Next up here, customized game library as well. With this ability, you will be able to search your library or hide games from view. It's now easier to find content and personalize your view of your game library. Pretty cool right there. You can hide games if you don't want to see them, I guess. You can hide them in your game library. All that great stuff. And lastly here, screen zoom. Screen zoom, you can now adjust the magnification of the screen to suit your preferences from the settings menu. This is a very big one and something that I don't have a problem with because I game on a 24-inch monitor right here, so it's pretty much right up in my face. But I know moving to that 4K environment for the UI, I know a lot of people on like bigger screens, some of the text can be a little bit small for some people in terms of vision and all that. So having the ability to zoom in a little bit and have the overall PS5 menu like be a bigger screen size, like the actual contents on the screen, I think it's a great move as well for accessibility, but also just for it looking more what people wanted to look like. I think it's a great feature. Love to see it. And lastly, we gotta talk about is, of course, the updates to trophies. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the trophy list on the PS5. And honestly, I'm not the biggest trophy hunter in the world. Sometimes I'll go for plats, but honestly, I really don't really go for plats that much, to be honest. I don't know why I said that. Like, sometimes I do. It's rare I go for platinums. I mainly just say, hey, I like to play it, have the experience, and be done with it. It's all good. I like to play a lot of things, so I typically don't stick around to really spend a lot of time with the trophies, but I know a lot of people do. And the trophy list on PS5, I can admit, as someone that doesn't even use it that much, I get how it's a little bit of a step down from the PS4 trophy list, because definitely the PS4 trophy list is a lot better overall, shows you a lot more information that you can access right there at a glance, as opposed to going through different menus and hoops that you have to go through now with the PS5 trophy list. But they have made some adjustments to it here with this update. Let's read it. It says here, new trophy settings and stats screen. The level of trophies that results in automatic capture of a screenshot or video clip can now be customized. I love this. So you can now choose to only capture and save images / videos of moments when you earn higher grade trophies like gold or platinum trophies. We're also introducing a new player trophy stats screen where you can check out the summary of your trophy level and status at a glance. So I don't think that these updates are going to touch the actual trophy list that we have on PS5, which I do think needs a little rework, but this is a nice, update to the trophy list where we can now only have it where, and now I'm gonna put this on here because definitely I've been filling up my storage with like video clips and screenshots, because my PS5, like, sometimes I want to capture that platinum, but it'll only have the option to capture all trophies or no trophies. So being able to only have it where it'll capture the platinum trophy is such a great feature. I know a lot of people are going to love that, and it's going to save space in our PS5s overall. But I do hope that, with this really cool inclusion of having this trophy stat screen, which is really cool, where you'll be able to just see quickly what's your trophy level and all that great stuff. And it looks kind of similar to the trophy menu on the PlayStation app. It looks very similar to that in that form or fashion, but I do hope that the list gets updated in the future as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been pretty much all the updates here on PS5. Let me know down below, what do you want to see updated about the PS5? Do you like this update? Do you hate this update? Do you wish they would do this or that about the PS5? Let me know your thoughts, let me know comments below. And make sure also, while you are down there, you can check out our description where you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and our Anchor link that way you can listen to our long form content in podcast format. Those being, of course, Road to Rift Apart debuting right now Fridays at 10 a.m. and of course Save Slot Podcast on Sundays at 10 a.m. as well as definitely stay subscribed to explore all the video content we have going on here. We're going to be covering Returnal a lot more. We're going to talk about Days Gone 2, The Last of Us remake, all that great stuff here. I got videos in the works right now, and also make sure to keep it locked here for the stream series. Metal Gear Solid 4 we are starting this week, as well as Resistance 2 as well. Very hyped for those streams, and like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.